What is up, guys? This is Video Game Homie, and today I will be talking about the PSP, my experience in the PSP. The PSP in 2023, if you will. I'm just gonna get started with my collection right now, basically. Or no, let's get started with the PSP. The PSP is actually not a bad system. Like, still, in terms of usability, how the buttons feel, the shoulders, everything. It's actually kind of modern in that aspect. And um, so let's talk about the analog first. The analog is kind of like the 3DS one. Obviously, this came out first. So yeah, not I mean the 3DS copied this, but basically this analog slider is actually pretty decent for a bunch of the games on here. Um, Even the 3D ones, which I'm actually really surprised, or the 2D ones, which I'm actually kind of surprised. Uh, and so like you got this D-pad, which is honestly, in my opinion, one of the best feeling D-pads in the world. Um, and this was amazing at the time. Like the fact that you were able to get PS2 quality games, almost PS2 quality games on the go like this was amazing at the time. I wish I had a PSP. I wish I did when I was a kid. Not instead of the DS. I wanted both. Like they both had their own distinctive feel, right? Like they all had their own distinctive experiences. I think that's for every single console, right? At the time, they were really good. So here we got the triggers. I don't want to I don't want to show my face yet. Uh, we got the not the triggers, sorry, the shoulders, which this is the L button, this is the R button. They're kind of hard to press, but satisfying at the same time. If that makes any sense. They really are satisfying. So here you got the typical, you know, plus my. Oh no, that's the volume. You got the home button. You got these buttons, which I know that's for music, but this I actually never tried out. You got start, select. Good placement for them too, by the way. Maybe the select should have been on the left, but yeah, overall I like the placement right here. Now this power button actually caught me off guard. Like it actually goes up like that, but then like when you want to completely turn it off, you have to put it down like that. This I guess is kind of like a rest mode, or after you put it in rest mode, and then that's how you turn it on. You slide it up, right? Yeah. Then you slide it back up to turn it off. So it's weird. Um, but yeah, the buttons. Let's try the buttons. Square, X, triangle, circle. These are all very satisfying to tap, bro. Like honestly, every single portable after this, I don't know when it started being cool for portables like the 3DS, the first model of the PS Vita, and the Switch to have the most horrible face buttons in the world. I don't know when the hell it was cool for that to happen, but these face buttons feel hella good. Hold on. You hear that press? That is a comfortable press, man. You see the lack of clickiness and more cushion put into it? Yeah. Future portables, take notes. Really. Right? So, yeah, there you go. There you have it. That's the tour of the system, I guess. Oh, and I forgot somehow that is how you put in the disc, right? You open this up, and then you actually put the UMD discs, which this is the only portable to use that, by the way. Um, you put it upside down, and then you put it right in there. It's right in there. Amazing. This was a very unique system. I never heard of any system that did that. And in fact, when I first got my PSP last year, this was a like that was like, dude, how do I do this? I don't want to break. I don't want to scratch my discs. you know. So that was amazing. So we already did this, and we'll get a tour of inside the system, right? It was basically a PS3 on the go too in terms of the UI, which is amazing. But I'll show you guys that later. For now, these are my games right here. I got the good ones. I feel. Here we got God of War, which I've been playing this most recently on my PSP. God of War Chains of Olympus, and I think this is also on the PS3. But I prefer the PSP version because of the portability. I just love it that much, and you're not really missing out apparently on the experiences. They're pretty much identical to each other, which is amazing. That's great. That's amazing, dude. So yeah, we're done from Churro, of course. And I've been playing this, and then I've been playing Ragnarok on the PS5. Bro, I'm sorry, this one is a straight W compared to the Ragnarok. I don't think Ragnarok is bad, but it definitely lost touch with God of War. That's what I feel. But this one, man, this is the God of War combat that you expect, man. All that blood. The boss battles are way better than Ragnarok's. I'm sorry, but it is. And the combos are satisfying. And I think other ones had special attacks, but this one is so satisfying with them, bro. Like the L and square X triangle circle whatever, right? They each have like different attacks, like different special attacks, and you have invulnerability in them. Like, dude, these are a straight W. Like, these older God of War games are amazing. You know, I kind of wish that they could blend the third person nature of the more recent God of Wars, and then the older combat with the jumping and the combos and stuff like that with the older ones. Now people be saying, "Oh man, like Kratos is old. He can't be jumping around like that anymore." Bro, the actual story says that he's stronger than he ever was before. How are you gonna say that, right? Man, these people don't know what they're talking about. Anyways, we actually got one of my favorite PSP games on the favorite games on the platform, which is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Now, I never had a PSP growing up, never did. But when I got into Kingdom Hearts in 2013, I always wanted to play this game. Too bad at the time, this was before the PS3 collection, they didn't have it. But I didn't have a PSP. So you could see the dilemma there. You could see the problem there. And they never had this on any other platform but the PSP, which is stupid. Why would you do that? This is a great game. Why would you not have it on the Wii? Why would you not re-release it on the 3DS or something? Why would you not have it on the Vita? Sad. Really missed opportunities, bro. But hey, this is actually a pretty solid. This is a pretty solid one on the PSP, man. Um, like it has again like the PS2 style Kingdom Hearts combat, but obviously they did change it up with the command decks and stuff like that. And all sorts of things. They had multiple playable characters. You had completely unique moves that you never seen in a Kingdom Hearts game before this one, which is actually kind of cool. Um, and then like I'm just gonna say it, like Terra was actually my favorite to play as in the beginning, not the PSP one. When I first played um, Birth by Sleep on the PS3 on the collection, when my brother got it. But yeah, amazing, man, just amazing. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it when I first played it, and I still love it now. But Jesus, man, when I was first playing it, I was just fucking around in one area, leveling up my moves just so I can mix it with other moves to make. Oh yeah, so in here you can actually meld. You can meld. That's what they call it. Meld moves together to make different moves, which is so satisfying when you get the right one, bro. Like really, this one is actually a straight W. People don't like this because the command deck or like how they handled it. There are some stuff that was wonky with it, but this is the first time they did it, and honestly, it's pretty solid how they mixed it, man. They did a good job with this, but Recoded did it better. Sorry. And then here we got Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. Now I know there's another one on the PSP, but this is the only one I was able to get my hands on, unfortunately, for now, without it being $40+. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't gonna spend anywhere more than 20 or 25 on a PSP game, bro. Like I'm sorry, I can't do that, man. I'd rather be getting uh other games, on my more modern consoles, unfortunately. But honestly, this one looks pretty good on the PSP, man. Graphics wise, this is one of the best games on the PSP. But the problem is that like the controls are awful, and that's not the game's fault. This is because the PSP, with this amazing, I love its design actually, I really do. Unironically, I love it, but I can't deny the fact that it only has one analog, which makes it really awkward for games like these, right? Really awkward. So there you go. That's a sad L, man. But hey, it's still not bad, but it takes a lot of time to get used to, I guess. And then last, or no, not last, but this one. No, this isn't Dragon Ball Evolution, like the UMD movies that they had. Yes, they actually had UMD movies that you could watch on your PSP. Nah, bro, this is Dragon Ball Evolution. This game is based off of the movie Dragon Ball Evolution, and I got this mostly for the lulz, but this is actually a pretty solid Budokai type game. Or not pretty solid, but it's okay. I like it way better than the movie, don't you think? I love it way better than the movie, that's for sure. Uh, but this is just like such a weird concept that they made Dragon Ball Evolution, the video game, based off the shitty live action rendition of Dragon Ball that everyone hated, and they only made it for the PSP. Like, bro, everything about this screams cheap, you know? Cheap. But it's actually a pretty solid Budokai clone. It really is. Or for a clone and for a game based off of this movie, it's a lot more solid than it could have been, right? So, whatever, man. It has your favorite characters, man, like Goku, Piccolo, who looks like the mask, the Jim Carrey's mask. Remember that? Um, Master Roshi, yeah, but not Krillin. No, 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 doesn't have Krillin. But yeah, anyways, this is such a good game because of the concept in of itself. I had to get it. I had to get it. So I'm happy that I did. I did not regret my purchase, and it was only $14 too. So yeah, why not, man? Sure. And then the last one I have, which by the way, I want to ask you guys after this video, or like yeah, in the comments below, please shoot me up some PSP games that you think I'd be interested in. I love 3D action games. I love like games that have obviously have good control, but I'm also not opposed to racing games either. And this is actually a pretty decent one, but it's not like the other versions, I guess. The PSP one is kind of more of its own thing, but it still has the same core gameplay, kind of like Smash Brothers for Wii U and 3DS, right? Kind of like that. But this one is it's just a normal license game, really. It doesn't have the free roaming aspect of the 360 or PS. No, not PS3. The PS3 actually doesn't have cars, which is weird. But it doesn't have the free roaming aspect as the Xbox 360 version, obviously. But it's a decent racer. It's a pretty basic racer. Uh, yeah, like I remember actually playing this first on the PS2 when we rented games in Blockbuster. Oh my God, bro. Those were memories. But I never even thought that they made a PSP version until I found on Mercari for a good deal, and there you go. One purchase later, because I wanted to buy more PSP games. I could have bought this on the Wii, I think. I think it's on the Wii. I'm not sure. Could have bought this on the DS. I could have bought this on my Xbox 360, but nah, bro. I had to experience it for the PSP because the PSP is friggin' awesome. So there you go. That's all my games for now. But yeah, please recommend me more down in the comments below. I want to build my PSP collection, mostly because I think this is part of a generation of where consoles were perfect, honestly, in my opinion. The PS3, the Xbox 360, the Wii, PSP, and DS. You're damn right I'm going to bring all those consoles out here and make videos about them. But, obviously there's still going to be fanboy videos. Don't you worry. There's still going to be... I'm going to actually make a review about the HBO... well, what is it? The HBO Last of Us. There you go. So don't you worry, guys. There's still more content. I want to put more variety on here. But basically, I just wanted to, reminisce on the PSP, or not really reminisce because I never had any memories with it. But I wanted to talk about it. The PSP in 2023, bro, it's still kind of a solid system when you get past the quirks, obviously, because this is a much better system for the time. That's for sure. Like being able to have these bigger experiences on the go. And if you had a DS as well, bro, you were set. You were set, man, with the amazing experiences on the go. My God. Yo, the kid that had both of these must have been hella happy. Yo, for real. Okay. So, anyways, guys, now we will get to the. Oh, yeah, now we will get to the. I'm going to show you guys the whole thing, okay? So, this is exactly like what you would find on the PS3, which is amazing. That's amazing that they're actually able to get all this on here for me, because like how did they even do that, right? I don't know. Like it has so many things, and the PSP, by the way, I'm sorry, it doesn't just play games. You could watch movies on here other than the UMD movies that they made for the PSP. You could have photos on here. You could have music on here. You could put your own themes on here. Yes, you could actually put themes on here. I don't know about now, but back then you could have. That's amazing. And power save settings? Bro, that I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that the PSP had something that modern? That's so cool. Oh yeah, and also you could have connected this back in the day on the PS3, and I think you could have gotten like different demos, and like you could have downloaded games on your PS3 and then put them on your PSP, which was amazing. Bro, I did not give the PS3, right? I did not give the PS3 and PSP enough credit, bro, at the time. And then there's camera, dude. That's amazing. That is actually amazing. And again, music, video, which is amazing, dude. You could actually put anything on here, and that's so cool. I already said amazing 20 times, bro. And then game sharing, I never tried that, man. But I'm sure that's cool. This thing had an internet browser, bro. The Switch doesn't even have an internet browser, my guy. What? Yo, Nintendo, step up your game, dude. You're getting your butt beat by the PSP. Come on now. Come on now. And then there were some games on the PS3 that you could play with the PSP as a controller. That's also amazing. Skype? Bro, I didn't even know that. Now we're discovering stuff together here, people. I didn't know that the PSP had Skype. What? What? That's hella cool. Location free. I don't know if this works now. I should try that sometime. But yeah, and then here's the store. Here's the information board. Sign up for play. Yeah, this is amazing. This system was really ahead of its time, honestly. Like, this was the iPhone, I feel like, before the iPhones for gaming systems. It is actually kind of cool how they did all that. But anyways, I think you guys get the point. This thing was amazing. But unfortunately, this has to be the end of the video. I know. Maybe later on I'll show more games for the PSP, show you guys the updates or whatever on what I got for the PSP, But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you all. And, again, tell your boy about those PSP games. And really, let's keep looking fondly of systems like these. Really good ones, man. Really miss the 7th generation. Anyways, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be sure to make more videos like these, more fanboy videos, more reviews on shows, you name it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.